Yeah, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in English, man? Theo Butler. Welcome to What a Week It Was Wednesday. Happy dadgum New Year. What is going on? What is going on? Oh, y'all already in here. I see we got Groovy Feet in the building. Grand Madam Tarot, my spiritual advisor, is in the building. Got to give it up for the lovely Grand Madam Tarot. Ronnie J, my fellow Floridian, is in the building. What's going on, Big Ronnie? What is going on? Absolutely. Happy New Year to the entire Rock With Me Nation. Groovy Feed, what's going on? What's going on, big dog? We are in here, but y'all know what my saying is. We in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. So before we begin, like, share, subscribe. This is your first time checking in to the channel. 1,200. We at 1,195. 1,200. 1,200. This is your first time rocking with us like we rocking with you. We're going to be rocking with you like you rocking with us. So make sure you are how do I want to say this? Make sure you are a member of the Rock With Me Nation, the livest, most entertaining, one of the most knowledgeable. You know what? No, one of the most entertaining, one of the most knowledgeable Black comic book people out there, movie people out there. Just that. I'm an artist, damn it. Watch what you say. And like Erykah Badu say, I'm sensitive about my shit. I am. I don't even want the label. Artist. Prince was an artist. I'm an artist. We're gonna do that right there. So yeah, y'all put it on up. Black Panther, or what is it? What is going on? We're in here, like I said, we in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. So let's go ahead and let's go over tonight's topics. Like I said, I think we got a great show tonight. So let's go over what we got going on. It's college football. College football playoffs. You're a college football fan. You watching the Rose Bowl. You see how Ohio State digging off up in Oregon's butt. Yeah, that ain't what we finna talk about. No more crying from Alabama fans. Alabama lost to Michigan. Michigan beat Alabama. I don't want to hear another damn thing from Alabama fans. Point blank. Period. Till kickoff 2000. Matter of fact, no, not even then. We'll talk about it. Why I don't want to hear a damn thing from Alabama fans in the near future. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Also, Miami, the U, Hurricane, Cameron Ward opts out of his bowl game at halftime. A lot of people got some stuff to say. You know what? Before you say something, know something. Yeah, we're going to definitely jump into that. Comics this week. Shout out to my brother Juju. Juju is working. They're gonna make my brother work tomorrow, so he ain't able to get Miles Morales Spider-Man 28, but it did come out. Now, whether or not your comic book store was open today, that's something totally different. Mine wasn't. But Miles Morales Spider-Man 28, why his relationship with Anansi makes sense to some, could be problematic for others. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Avengers 22. That y'all ain't in it. Y'all want me to go any further than that? We're going to chop it up. Do you read comics? When you get asked that question on social media, what happens when you prove you do? Yeah, we're going to jump off in it. Also, T'Challa in comics. King or pawn? Let it marinate. What else we got going on right here? Also, Jay-Z and his legal team. That's your tactic. Y'all know my daughter is visiting me from law school. I'm probably going to ask her this question, ask her to chime on in, but I don't necessarily know if Jay-Z's latest legal tactic in regards to his rape allegations is the best way to go. I just don't know that. We're going to talk about it. Absolutely, we're going to talk about it. Why Black Panther is synonymous with Black people. How reality mimics fiction. We definitely going to get into it. Also, where's Monica Rambeau? Yeah, we're going to get into it. Where is Monica Rambeau? Yeah. Also, here we go. Keeping the party rolling. The Mantlers are back. They back. Anytime Marvel say they want to do something with Black Panther, here they come. The Mantlers are back. Why is it that after 4 years, 2, depending on how you're looking at it, why is it after 2 to 4 years, they have nothing else to offer other than this a mantle? That's it. Last but not least, first, tragedy in New Orleans. Our thoughts and prayers go out to those, to the family, friends of those in New Orleans who were lost their lives, and they didn't lose them. Their lives were taken. Around about 3:45, New Orleans, Central Standard Time, a truck, military veteran, took the lives of 15 people. I feel how I want to feel about a lot of stuff. I do, as we all do. That don't make sense. There's no justification for it. We don't think about stuff. See, you don't know how to empathize with it, sympathize with it, because you don't put a face to it. So that could have very easily could have been somebody that we personally knew that lost their life. And so when you at least when I think about stuff like that, I think about my actions. I got this thing going for 2025. Feelings are feelings. That's all they are. Feelings. Feelings. Rightfully so, wrongfully so. Feelings are feelings, but that's all it is feelings. This was an action, and I'm guaranteeing this was an action that was motivated by feelings. There's no logic to this. So, on behalf of the Rock With Me Nation, to the family members, loved ones, and friends of those whose lives were tragically taken, our thoughts and prayers go out to you. Our thoughts and prayers go out to you. And let me say this: you should never be that mad. You should never be that mad. You should never be that mad. You wouldn't want somebody doing that to your loved ones, your friends, your family members in a fit of rage. Think about that the next time you get mad. So, oh, there we go. Moving right along. Oh, damn. It's crazy. Did not want to wake up to that this morning. I don't believe Alabama fans wanted to experience losing to Michigan. Now, let me say this. Alabama fans, Paul Feinbaum, ESPN, have been chomping at the bit since we found out who was going to be in the college football playoffs, that Alabama should have made it over SMU. Alabama should have made it over Indiana. Shut up. I didn't want to hear anything from you then. I'm an SEC fan. I didn't want to hear anything from you then because you lost to an unranked Vanderbilt team. You lost to an unranked Oklahoma team. And what did you do yesterday? Lose to an unranked Michigan team. Shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Your season was over with when you beat Georgia. That's what you get up about. Quite a few of y'all kept talking about that the whole time. And some of y'all are YouTubers talking about, oh, well, Georgia can beat everybody except Alabama. Well, damn it, if that's what you hanging your hat on as an Alabama fan, we lost to y'all. Losing to y'all did not determine the national championship. We lost to you in the regular season. That did not. You're one game on the schedule, and we're not even your rival. You might see us as your rival, You're not our rival. It's Tennessee. It's Auburn. It's Florida. I'm sorry. And now what? Now you mad at Jalen Milroe? How about this one? Let me break it down for those who truly do know college football. Who were you before Nick Saban? How dominant were you as a program between Paul Bear Bryant and Nick Saban? See, I don't want us to have revisionist history. Oh, no. Because I remember when Nick Saban was over there coaching LSU, and LSU went to the national championship. As a matter of fact, before we talk about what you were doing as a program, can I raise you Urban Meyer and Tim Tebow over there at the University of Florida? Oh, yeah, let's not act like that. Oh, and before that, let's talk about Peyton Manning. If Peyton Manning was being dominant for a long damn time over there at Tennessee, I don't want us to act like that. You did your dirt while Nick Saban was on watch. And let's just think about this. So is Nick Saban not a great football coach? Is he not a great football coach? Do you think you replaced him with a great football coach? Or do you think you replaced him with a good football coach or a pretty good football coach? Do you know what great football coaches get you with them just being great? Standing on the sideline, their presence alone is worth 3 to 4 wins. You need me to say that again? Their presence on the sideline is worth 3 to 4 wins alone. Do you know why? Because that great head coach is going to cover up any flaws on his team. Do you remember last year when everybody wanted Jalen Milroe to start and he didn't? As in Nick Saban. Remember that? Okay, well, Nick Saban coached Jalen Milroe the whole damn season. Jalen Milroe threw that damn ball 32 times yesterday. When is Jalen Milroe throwing the ball 32 times a blueprint for success? When? It ain't. It ain't at all. If Jalen Milroe then threw the ball 32 times, you done lost. You done lost. And Nick Saban knew it. So I get it. Program, you've been dominant for a long, long time. You have. But as someone that I watch, shout out to Josh Pate. Y'all make sure y'all check him out and everything like that. As somebody as I watch, if you in your 20s and 30s, you might not remember what Alabama used to be. But there are quite a few YouTubers out there that are old enough to know better. You shouldn't be acting like this. You shouldn't. Since you've been living, there have been times Alabama was 9-4. There have. So don't act like that. I remember that. I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan. And if I can remember Georgia being down on both teams in the SEC, you think I wasn't watching Alabama? Don't let me throw out Gene Stallings. Gene, yeah. Don't act like that. Don't act like that. Don't act like y'all always been there, been that. Y'all ain't. I don't want to hear nothing else from y'all. We're going to keep up with these notes before we transition subjects. Everybody greeting each other. What is going on? What's going on? Big Ronnie saying, what's going on? Big Juju in the building. Happy New Year, my fellow Devil Dog. What is going on? We are in here. What's going on? Big Terry. What's going on, Big Terry? We in here. Black Panther. I'm trying to make sure I keep up with the notes because I don't want to be rude. I do not want to be rude. Big Archie Lee. What's going on, player? Did the research on that electric question after day. Confirmed not black in comic books. Back then, Rhodey poses him in white face only. Sorry, off top. No, you could. Hey, I like that. Each one teach one, as someone said today over there on Twitter and everything like that. I like that because we all got stuff we got to do. So you raised the question, you researched it. Good looking. Good looking. That trivia question. Rhodey in white face. Appreciate that. What is going on? So staying right there in college football, Cameron Ward, quarterback of the Miami Hurricane. You know, He didn't start off there. He came over from the transfer portal. So they were playing against Iowa State, right. And Cam Ward played the entire first half. Miami was winning. He didn't play in the second half. They lost. Now, a lot of people, well, I'm not going to say a lot. That's wrong. Quite a few. I'll say that. Quite a few people took issue with Cam Ward not playing the second half. I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm not. What I will say is this. You might need to temper your comments. As in, I have this saying, I'm not going to be concerned about your business more than you are. Show business. I'm not going to have no headache. I'm not going to stress myself out because you don't want to take care of your business. No, I ain't going to do all that. Well, you know who wasn't mad at Cam Ward? Which is all I needed to know as somebody sitting looking at this from afar. Remember I talked about feelings? Feeling. No, I said 2025, feelings are just feelings. They ain't got nothing to do with logic. It's just a feeling. You been got mad for what reason? It's no different than this. And those of us that are experiencing this will understand it. When your friend come tell you that the person they're involved with dogged them out, and you get mad at the person that dogged them out, only for your friend to be back with that person less than 24 hours later, you look stupid. What you got mad for? Clearly your friend wasn't that damn mad. Okay, well, we mad for what? Because the coach, the Miami head coach wasn't mad. The Miami athletic director were not mad. Now, here's the thing. They knew. Now, I just want us to think about this real world situation. We got a young brother right here. Cam Ward comes over through the transfer portal, takes over the quarterback duties of Miami, almost leads the Miami Hurricanes to the ACC championship. We can make a strong argument that he made Miami once again relevant. I know I heard Michael Irvin talking a lot of trash about how good this Hurricane team was. Wasn't like that last year. It wasn't like that last year. It wasn't. And I understand NIL. He got paid a guap of money. Relevance, reference, relativity, right? A guap is a guap, depending on who got it, depending on what you think that guap is. He got some money, NIL, right? So there are some of you feeling like he should have played that game. This NIL, and they got an insurance. I'm not telling you that you're wrong. What I'm saying to you is this. The coach wasn't pressed, and neither was the athletic director. And they knew what he brought to that program no differently than you. They did. They ain't say nothing. And I'm stressing that because Mario Cristobal didn't say nothing, and the athletic director didn't say anything. So who taking the flag? Because not too many people are going to do the digging that we do. And not too many people are going to ask the question that we do. Who getting blamed? Who getting their name thrown up under the bus? Because I've seen it on social media. No differently than I've seen it with Jalen Hurt. Who we looking at? Who we looking at? Now, mind you, I'm going to spin the block back on Jalen Hurt. Jalen Hurt is an incredible athlete. You want to blame somebody about what Jalen Hurt did yesterday? Blame his quarterback coaches. Blame his position coaches going all the way back to when he started playing quarterback. As I told my daughter yesterday, as I told my wife, they never taught him to read the damn field. They never taught him how to read damn defenses. They just told him, if you don't see it, get out of Dodge. Well, here's what he had going on yesterday. Let's get inside his cerebellum. He's going to the NFL. Now, we know how the NFL looks at quarterbacks that can move like Jalen Milroe. Can I raise you, Lamar Jackson? And what is the first thing they want to do? Have them positions. That's what they want. Young man been playing quarterback his whole damn life. But because he run a sub 4.40, They want him to change. Well, here, we've been doing that stereotypically in the NFL since we've been allowed to be in the NFL. So Jalen Milroe feeling like he got to put on a passing performance, do something he hasn't been taught to do. Expected to do, asked to do, but taught to do. And you can tell based on how he played. Had he just got up out of there yesterday, he probably would have had over 200 yards rushing. But Michigan wasn't playing him like that. No, we're going to play zone. We're going to play zone, and we got all eyes on you. That's what that is. And we don't give a damn about who you hand the ball off. We're looking at you. We're looking at you if you dropping back the pass. We're looking at you if somebody else could have the football, it looked like a running play. We're looking at you. You need to fault the head coach for that. We're going to keep up with these notes, get on up off that. A quarterback only knows what you teach him. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to the rebuild of the reputation that's being in the NFL factory. Listen, I'm hoping he gets some. I'm hoping he gets something. Normally, what winds up happening is, and just go with me here, understand what I'm saying. This goes back to Michael Vick. This goes back to Michael Vick. Warren Moon knew how to read the field. Randall Cunningham, if there are those of us that remember Randall Cunningham, you know what made Randall Cunningham such a threat with the football? He knew how to read the field. And he could sling that thing the length of the field. You get quarterbacks, and I'm thinking those are guys who I'm going to learn how to read. It's got to be in you too. It's got to be in you too. It's got to be in you, and your coaches got to want to do it. Because I've dealt with athletes like that did not want to do it. You damn near got to fight them because you're asking them to do something that's uncomfortable to them. Well, part of being great, the road to greatness, there's a lot of uncomfortability to becoming great. You got to be able to do that. So I don't know what Jalen Milroe's plans are. I know Georgia, when it came to Carson Beck, you want to move forward. Quarterback is inconsistent. Well, you saw Carson Beck declared for the NFL draft, right? That's him after surgery. That's him after having what could be considered a subpar season. Well, Alabama fans don't want Jalen Milroe back. They damn near don't want Kalen DeBoer back. So good luck with that one. Ain't my concern. It ain't. But in regards to one Cameron Ward, I'm looking at the leadership of Miami. Y'all left him out to dry. That's not a good look. That's not a good look. Keeping the party rolling, though, because we are going to keep the party rolling. That's what we're doing. Moving along to the next segment. Let y'all know we're going to keep up with these notes real quick. Archie Lee has joined us. He in the building. What is going on, Big Archie? Absolutely. Quarterback only know what you teach him. Quarterback only know what you teach him. So you got to be willing to do what you're going to do. So comics this week. Shout out to Juju, fellow Devil Dog, Marine Corps veteran. So y'all saw that picture? Y'all saw that picture on Twitter where Anansi was behind Miles. Y'all saw that? Did y'all see that picture? Okay, so I read it, not the picture, the story. I know you like Theo. I thought you said don't. Tracy. So I read the story. So y'all ready? Okay, I'm gonna give you the gist. Hold on. Before I give you the gist, because I'm gonna do a comic book review on it. Before I give the gist, it's gonna have spoilers. The gist that I'm gonna give you right now, it's gonna have spoilers. So I'm asking right now, who don't want to hear it? If you don't want to hear it, leave now or turn the volume down on your channel, whatever you got going on your device. Leave now, because I'm finna talk. What a week it was Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. So I'm fixing to talk. So T'Challa get Miles off over there to Wakanda. We got Shorty. Theo, y'all know how I feel about Shorty. I'm so damn sick and tired of the misrepresentation when it comes to Shorty. I don't know what the hell to damn do. I don't. Shigrio, hey, I know she's T'Challa's youngest sister. Young sister. I get it. I understand that. I know she's smart. I get it. I understand it. But damn. Because see, you ain't got T'Challa showing up with his helmet off, do you? No, you don't. So why we keep having Shorty show up without her headdress? Aurora went from having a tiara to a trademark signature earring. Why y'all keep wanting Shorty to look like the teacher, right? I'm gonna move forward. So anyway, T'Challa link up in Wakanda, right. Link up with Shorty, right. Link up with Bass, right. Bass mad. Bass mad. Why you bringing this dude here? I ain't mean no offense. Oh, well, you didn't have to mean it. You did it. You did it. Bringing him here mean, first of all, he's spoken for already. You want me to heal him? He's spoken for already. Whoa. What you mean spoken for already? Yeah, you my hero. He's somebody else's hero. Oh, is he now? Cause see, we read comic books. Who you finna say? Cause we read comics. We do. We read comics. Who you? Oh, it's Anansi. Miles is Anansi's hero. So Miles is Anansi's hero, like T'Challa is Bass' hero. So the Spider God, no different than the Cat God, got his chosen. Okay, all right. In Peter the Totem? It isn't Peter the Totem. Isn't that's when Moreland show up? He always checking for Peter because Peter's the totem, right? Peter is the figure, is he? Now, when I was talking to Juju, I was talking to him offline. I said, some folks gonna like that. It's gonna be problematic to some people. Why so? Well, we just need to be honest and like I said, remove feelings because folks get in their feelings. You say stuff, they get triggered, they get in their feelings. They ain't hearing nothing else you said after that other than the word that triggered them. No, remove your emotions. Remove your emotions. I said to somebody the other day when I was talking about Khonshu, how I'm not, I find Khonshu to be problematic. They took it to mean that I don't like Khonshu. No, I like Khonshu. He's just problematic. Khonshu is problematic, no differently than Nabu is problematic to me. Now, me reading Justice League, I want to say Grant Morrison was writing it. They introduced us to Azrael. Azrael came down from heaven, host, whatever, white. White. Did a lot of talking about God, did a lot of talking about the eagle host, did a lot of talking about the bull host. They did a lot of talking about that. If I think about my readings, my teachings from the Bible, okay, cool. That makes sense. I didn't necessarily see us as an angel, as the man host. I saw eagle host, I saw bull host, I saw lion host. I ain't see no color, not saying it wasn't up, but when I looked at what the artist drew, I didn't see us. Okay. But I know that's Christianity. Me as a reader, I'm reading this. Azrael's representation, that's from the Bible. That's from the Christian Bible. That's what that is. Okay. Well, Naboo ain't got nothing to do with Christianity, and neither do Khonshu. But who they bestowing their powers upon? Two people, Kent Nelson and Mark Spector. Mark Spector went in to Khonshu's resting place to violate it. He got deleted there, but he went in a practicing Jewish, practicing the Jewish faith to violate Khonshu's tomb and got deleted right there. And Khonshu bestowed his abilities upon Mark Spector. No, that's not how that go. That ain't how that go. We didn't see too many damn mummy movies. No, you go in there and you a defiler, you getting deleted. You go in there as a non-believer, you getting deleted. You want to call that spirit off, you got to drop down to your damn hands and knees, and you got to convince that spirit you're a believer. You don't do that, you getting deleted. Mark Spector did the same damn thing. Mark Spector did that. Kent Nelson did that. And who bestowed that? Because I ain't ever seen us get bestowed with angelic abilities. Not in comics. Not in DC, not in Marvel. But I'm looking at stories where Egyptian deities are bestowing their beliefs, their abilities, deities that's based on religion, deities, Egyptian deities, African deities, because Egypt is in Africa. I know some people want it to be someplace else. It's in Africa. You got African deities bestowing their abilities on non-believers. Non-believers, that's synonymous with blasphemers. Really? Really? And I'm supposed to go along with that? Why? Well, like I said, remove feelings. We understand why it was written like that. Comic books, by and large, are white, male dominated. Stories come from all over the world. We know that. You can get your influences from here. You can get your influences from there. Well, we do know that Africa has a rich history. We do. And we do know that there, as Grand Madam Tara would tell you, and those of us that study are into African mythology, there are quite a few African deities over there. Quite a few. And I'm of the mindset, because Christianity only looks at one God, one, right? And all other religious faiths, by and large, look at multiple gods. Well, if you're trying to get something for your fictional characters, well, we've read the story, so we know. We've read the story, so we know. Well, the thing is, that doesn't mean, as a critical thinking person, I'm not going to ask myself some questions. We read a story with Anansi, brown locks, right? Green and yellow, green and orange costume, hollered at Peter. You know what that is? That's somebody at Marvel not thinking that through. But it's 2024 now. We here now. We here now. And it's more consciousness, not enough, in my opinion, not enough. But there's more consciousness now among Black nerds than there's been in quite some time. So now you, and thank you once again. I keep saying it. I keep saying it. Y'all like Theo. No, damn it. Let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk. Because folks ask us, do we read the damn thing? We're like, yes, the hell we do read. So let me talk. So I'm sitting up here and I'm like, okay, good looking doctor, Dr. Eve Ewing. Yeah, she gonna give me Cavissimo. But she also gave me intelligence. That's history though. Good looking. I appreciate that, Queen. Good looking. Then I slide on over here to my homegirl. To my homegirl. I slide on over here to my homegirl. We get a brand new goddess. We get a new cake. Now, me and Grand Madam Taro been chopping this thing up and everything like that, because we like, wait a minute. we looking at the Kemet. Yeah, me and Grand Madam Tarot been doing some research. We told y'all we was, because we was trying to figure out who that other Panther god was. Sekhmet. You know that other Panther god that T'Challa went to holler at during Doom War? You know, when, because Shuri had received the blessings of Baz. It was Sekhmet. And do you know how we figured that out? Because of the Kemetic. Me and Grand Madam Tarot was on it. I had to go to my Grand Madam. Kemetic. Sekhmet falls in that same damn line of Kemetic deities that Baz does. But now here's the trick. You know who else falls in that line? The river goddess? It ain't Anuke, it's Isis. As Grand Madam Tarot said, somebody been doing their homework. And I ain't even mad at them not using. I'm not even mad at Cheryl Eaton for not using Isis. Well, Theo, why not? Because by and large, Isis has been compromised as a deity. You say what? Isis has been compromised as a deity. You know it, I know it. We used to watch that show back in the day on CBS. Almighty Isis. Isis has been culturally appropriated. She has. They treat Isis like she's not in Africa, no differently than they treat Teth Adam like he's not from Africa. Kondak is in Africa. The mythical country Kondak, that's in Africa. Yep, that's what that is. And can't nobody tell you different, because Black Adam was actually married to Isis. He was. And one of the people he kicked it with was the crocodile god. Yeah. So when I look at stuff like that, remember that story where I said Anansi showed up, chopping it up with Peter, and he had on a green and orange costume? Yeah. Okay, well, if they do this right, Miles ain't got nothing to do with Peter. Theo say what? If they do this right, Miles ain't got a damn thing to do with Peter. First, Miles came from a different reality, right? He came from the ultimate universe, right? Well, he over here. Well, the spider god. No differently than the cat god. The spider god is saying, I didn't write this story. I didn't write it, but I am buying it. The spider god said he chose Miles. Miles been his avatar. We just didn't know it. Oh. Well, Anansi from Africa. He not from America. That's a black god. That's an African deity. They ain't got a damn thing to do with with totem. They got damn. That ain't got nothing to do with Madam Web. No. We write this right. This should be the first of many stories disconnecting Miles from Peter. And yeah, we can go ahead and change Miles' name if we gonna do this right, because he ain't a Spider-Man. He's the Spider-Man. Because Peter not connected to Anansi. And Anansi is the spider god, not a spider god. No, that's the spider god. You know, kind of like how T'Challa is the Black Panther. Speaking of which, I'm gonna keep up with these notes, and we're gonna go ahead and move the conversation forward. I know, Grand Madam. It depends on the god. Yeah, the god's favorite D White. Deities don't even consider non-believers at all. At all. What's going on, Mr. Warlock? Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year. It has been right and shooting wrong since the MCU. I don't want to call them that, but I do wish they get it right. I do wish they would get it right. So, with that said, because we keeping the party rolling and everything like that, I want to make the mantle. The mantle. Now, it's 2025. It's not 2024. It is 2025. somebody that had that publicly admitted they don't read comics like that, that person, the same person that says they don't believe in hiring folks that read comics, it sends a red flag. That person let come out of their mouth in regards to T'Challa, it's just a mantle. Now, that statement has been regurgitated by both the ignorant and the stupid alike. Theo, say stupid and ignorant. Yeah, I say stupid because there have been those that have regurgitated that statement that know better. And when you know better and you do something contradictory to it, you're being stupid. Then you have those who have a computer, tablet, laptop, phone, desktop. Vice using those devices to gain some knowledge, they would rather use those devices to be ignorant. Okay. Well, their conversation ain't changed in 4 years. They ain't a damn thing that anybody that a Mantler can tell me. The only reason why you saying it is because a couple of folks that have publicly stated they do not read nor do they care about the comic books like that say it. That's the only reason why. Now, why you saying it so matter of factly when you know damn good and well you don't know, and the folks who behind you worship don't know? Is a wild moment to me. That's crazy. But Mantlers are disingenuous. But here's where we need to move the conversation forward. You know better. You know better. Let the Mantler expose themselves. Because see, everybody that talk doesn't talk with an agenda behind it. Some people don't know. Some people don't know. They don't. That's fair. Some people don't know. So this is when somebody's coming in trying to educate, you do your best to add to the education, to the lesson. The Mantler will tell you exactly who they are within a few sentences. They're going to get slick mouth. That's a psychological profile. They're going to get slick mouth. They're going to curse at some point. They're going to insult. They're not going to admit they're wrong. Now, you know damn good and well when it comes to the mantle of Black Panther, it's T'Challa's. Yeah, we got names out there and everything like that, but the comic book company that threw those names out there, created those names in 66, since 1966, they've done nothing with those names. So they're just names. Since 1966, they've done nothing with those names. Mind you, those names were not around in 1966. It was T'Challa. But for whatever reason, you got people wanting to put just as much weight on everybody else. And how? You cannot do that. Well, you can try, but for you to say it's just a mantle means all those characters are equal when it comes to relevance. Well, you know that's a lie. You know those characters are not equal in relevance, so why do you say it? And this is when we spin the topic forward to, do you read comics? Because they always ask that question, challenging your comic book knowledge. Do you read comics? When you come back and show that you do, they don't say thank you. They don't say why I did not know that. They don't even ask for you to show them where you got it from so they can see it for themselves. That's if they think about doing that. No, they stop talking. And or they block. Well, so when you on Twitter, any social media, and you come to engage somebody Are you coming just to say what you gonna say? Because that's literally how the dude said it today, and I just walked away from the conversation. I said it's just a mantle, and I meant what I said. You saying it aggressively don't make it so. I'm sorry. You saying it, you putting an exclamation point on it, you capitalizing words. It don't make it so just because you said it. It didn't make it so when Nate Moore said it. Damn sure didn't make it so when Ryan Coogler said it. And since I know damn good and well Mr. Indiana Jones don't read comics, it damn sure don't make it what it wasn't so when he said it. So who we going off of? The comic book fan or the non-comic book fan? The admitted non-comic book fan. That's what you got. Everybody owning their stuff. They don't read comics, but you got folks want to take their word. They said it. And then you got folks that actually show and read comics. You don't even want to acknowledge it. So what we doing at this point in time? Because we grown, it's 2025. I would just like to think that every year we get older, right? Every year we should be improving ourselves, right? Gaining more knowledge, right? I don't think that I'm saying the same thing I said a few years ago, other than recast the chalk. But I think enough videos have popped up where we get more knowledge. There's growth. So in regards to that, they can't take being exposed. I don't know what they being exposed. After ignoring Timu's shooting at Ollie's, I managed to cop 2 big coffee table books and a graphic novel from the coast. There it is. There it is. So you getting that now? I don't know what the whole expose is. I mean, you say it's just a mantle. Well, we know based on the presentation of the IP, it's not just a mantle. Because if it was just a mantle, I would have quite a few 12-issue story arcs with some other folks. And if I ain't got them, definitely some 1-issue shots. I ain't got that. Let's not act like that. Mostly popped up in Avengers 1 million BC and didn't even have a damn name when he started off. So I don't want to do that. I do not want to do that. You know more about Shooty than you know about any other female Panther, and she wasn't the first one. I don't want to do that. You don't even know Nahanda's sexual orientation, but we over here talking. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Matter of fact, here we go. Queen Turkana represent heavyset sisters. And you want to talk? No, female Black Panthers. That female Black Panther, the first female Black Panther, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, somebody, because she went to go get her daddy. She went to go get her daddy. Who her daddy was? Let me make sure I get back to who her daddy was. She went to go get her daddy. Oh yeah, Nagus. She had to go get her daddy Nagus. So all this talk about Shorty and the Honda, you give me some Takana and give me some, watch this, Black female representation. You don't think some of my sisters could do with that representation right there? A heavy set sister as the Black Panther. Let's think about that. Kind of like if who would we compare her to? What's my lady name? That in the WWE and everything like that. Not what her name? The wrestler, the one on SmackDown, the Women's SmackDown champion. What her name? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Women's SmackDown champion. What? I got Wakanda at the house. Yes, sir. I got Wakanda at the house. Accurate Wakanda representation at your house. That's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to find this young lady real quick here. WWE SmackDown champion. I know y'all got it. Y'all ain't got it yet. Y'all got me over here SmackDown women's. I ain't talking about Liv Morgan. And I ain't talking about Rhea Ripley. Dadgummit. Maybe she the Raw Women's Champion. That's crazy because Liv does have a SmackDown. Wait. Nia Jax, thank you. Boy, I was struggling. I was struggling. Thank you, Kamoya. That's who Queen Turkana would resemble physically. Nia Jax. Now, how we knowing that? I guess we read comics. I guess we read comics. I guess that would be the only way. But we read more than comics, though. Damn it, look it up. We actually read more than comics. That's crazy. That's crazy because we read more than comics, and we even customize action. Boy, correct. That's crazy. That's crazy. Because let the Mantlers tell it. We don't know what we're talking about. We never know what we're talking about. But yeah, so in regards to us knowing what we know what we know. We know they don't know. I don't know why they get mad that we know. You asked us to prove that we knew. We proved that we knew. And now you mad that I don't know how to do that. Should I just go away and not say nothing? If you ask and we show it, then we should all come together and hug it out. And I think that's what it needs. I think that's what they need. I think the Mantlers need a hug. I think the Mantlers need a hug. I tried to hug one today. He ain't want to be hugged, but I'm saying we need to start extending the olive branch because I really think they just want to fit in. I just think speaking of comic book characters, keeping the party rolling right along. Where's Monica Rambeau? This comes to us from Bam Smack Pow. It does. That's what it is. Cancel. Marvel hero unsure if MCU return will ever happen. Marvel Studios is known for producing superhero sensations. The Marvel Cinematic Universe franchise, which kicked off with Iron Man in 2008, has delivered some of the biggest and best superhero movies the genre has ever seen, single-handedly reinventing the genre as it went along. Now, this comes from us by way of Michael Patterson, December 24th, 2024. And here's what we're going to do. He says here, now one of the stars of the multiverse saga has revealed that they don't know if they will return. Teyonah Parris doesn't know if she will be back in the MCU. Teyonah Parris, who portrays Monica Rambeau, aka Photon, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, doesn't know if her character will return to the franchise anytime soon. Appearing on a recent episode of Watch What Happens Live, she responded to a fan question about whether we might see the character return soon with, I have no clue. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know. Robert Downey Jr. knows. Chris Evans knows. Scarlett Johansson knows. Mark Ruffalo knows. I'm of the mindset Anthony Mackie knows. Here we go. Brie Larson knows. Can I say I think Iman Vellani knows? Why doesn't Teyonah Parris know? I think that's a rhetorical question. If I answer it, I'm gonna get in my feelings because I know damn good and well those of us that are black nerds, black comic book fans, black social media influencers, black comic book critics. We didn't do what we were supposed to do. We didn't, but it don't just end with us though. It don't. because Nate Moore was there. Nate Moore was there, and Ryan Coogler had a contract. Yeah, let's understand that Captain Marvel came after Black Panther. Let's understand that. And so there was nobody black that gave two damns about black imagery and black representation. Nobody was forward thinking. Those that should have been forward thinking didn't. Couldn't be bothered. We talk about black imagery and black representation. We say we want more. We see, we don't necessarily think about how to guarantee more. We don't. No, we had every reason under the sun for not checking for Monica Rambeau, but no excuses. See, that's my new thing in 2025. I heard all the reasons why we as black folks wasn't checking for Monica Rambeau. I ain't hear not one damn excuse. I did. I ain't hear not one damn excuse. I heard all them reasons. I just want to know why those were your reasons. See, that's how I'm spinning it. I want you to talk to me like I'm in the third grade and tell me why that was your reason. Because that is a black woman, right? That's a black actress. Quite a few of us was around here, don't we? And it's our job, our responsibility to take care of the black actors and actresses. Ain't that what we supposed to be doing? We ain't say a damn thing. Even when we knew what the script read about a year in advance, damn show 6 months in advance, we knew what the script read. As so-called black knowledgeable comic book fans, the script was trash when you looked at how Monica Rambeau was being treated, and we did nothing. We did nothing. We didn't even get pissy about it when we went to the damn movie and saw her get stuck on the opposite end of the damn universe. We didn't say nothing. No, we wanted to be cute. We wanted to be cute. We wanted to be divisive. We wanted to be defensive. You know what we did not want to do? We did not want to acknowledge our shortcomings as knowledgeable black comic book fans. That's what we didn't want to do. Okay. But she don't know what's going on with her character. She don't know. But we know who do know what's going on with their character, right? Right. We do. Beyond a shadow of a damn doubt, we know what's going on with quite a few characters that don't look like us. So I don't even know what to say with that. I will put the link. I will share the link on Twitter. Yeah. She don't know. That's money. That's money. So that's to me, that's a talented young lady. That's a sister. We already seen her in They Clone Tyrone, right? We saw her in Dear White People, right? So she is someone who has range as an actress. I'm not pressed to see her. I'm not pressed to see her play the role of a prostitute. I'm not pressed to see her play the role of a single black mother. I'm just not pressed to see that. I'm not pressed to see her play the role where she's stripping. I ain't pressed. I ain't pressed to see her play the role of an abused, battered black woman. I ain't pressed to see none of that. I ain't pressed to see none of that. I'm not. I could take her in a comedy. I could. I could, but I don't need her doing nothing stereotypical. I don't. I'd have had a lifetime full of that. She could play a lawyer. She could play a judge. Hell, I like this one right here. She could play a black high school football coach, head football coach. She could. I think that'd be an interesting story in and of itself. Black female head football coach, high school, and she know what she's doing. A lot of meat on the bone with that one. But I don't want to see her take no stereotypical role. But what role is she getting? Who got blamed for the failure of the Marvels? The black female director. Which one of them actresses could not take that movie tanking? Teyonah Parris. Everybody loving Mom Milani. And Brie Larson is Brie Larson. Ain't she got an Oscar, something, Academy Award? Right. Okay. Right. Just want to throw that out there. So just want us to think about some stuff. Like I said, I'll put that out there when we get done with this. Keeping the party rolling, still staying right there, because we've talked about black superheroes, black representation, black imagery. T'Challa. Is T'Challa a king or a pawn? In comic books, is T'Challa a king or a pawn? I've been reading comic books for a long time now. It is what it is. Some folks don't like you owning your age. I own mine. I think getting older is a benefit. I think getting older is something to be grateful for. Because if you're not getting older, right. So I'm looking at T'Challa, Black Panther. And some of us have been familiar with this character more so than others, longer than others. So we're sensitive. We're sensitive about how T'Challa is portrayed. I would argue that we've been that way since Black Panther 2018. Definitely more so when they decided to delete him off camera, knowing that that was coinciding with how he was being portrayed in comics. We're sensitive. That scab, it ain't healed yet. So we get John Ridley's run, 15 issues, stop. Wait some months, get Eve Ewing's run, 10 issue, stop. Wait some months. Mind you, Miles has more comics than T'Challa does. It's crazy. Get Blood Hunt, three issues, nothing. You got Ultimate Black Panther, but that still ain't the 616. What you do have in the 616 is this. Okay, well, he joins the Avengers. Good looking Jed McKay. I appreciate that. Good looking. He gets featured in, I want to say, issue 20. Meridian Diadem, Panther Gang. Once again, Jed McKay. Good looking. But now Aurora's joined the team. And we know this to be problematic if you're a Black Panther fan, an Aurora fan, comic book fan, not a fanatic, somebody who's actually watched these characters interact. You sit up like, because you bring in Aurora, we know there's some uncomfortability there and everything like that. A conversation got to be, but T'Challa's gone. Okay, all right. And admittedly, the way he's written as being gone is because he ain't ready to have a convo with Aurora right now, so I'm a deal. Well, X Factor was supposed to have T'Challa in it. Had a Black Panther on the cover. If I'm not mistaken, had him in his habit. Wasn't him. All right. So you got T'Challa in Miles Morales Spiderman. He shows up in the first issue. And when I say the first issue, the first interaction with Miles, second, it's Miles and the Vulture. T'Challa and Misty Knight are inexplicably standing off to the side while the Vulture and Miles throw hands. That's crazy. Issue 27, we going to Wakanda. Okay. We in Wakanda. Issue 28, okay, well, we still in Wakanda. And that's when we find out that Miles has a relationship with a Nazi. Did T'Challa need to be in this comic for that? Because you got Black Panther fans buying Miles Morales comic books when they normally wouldn't be, because T'Challa is in it. No differently than you had Black Panther fans that normally wouldn't buy X Factor comic book, buy X Factor comic book because T'Challa's in it. No differently than you're finna have Black Panther fans who normally would not buy a Storm comic book. And if they weren't buying it now, I understand why. Not with anything in regards to the writer, but regarding comments, vile, disgusting comments in regards to Aurora, I can understand why Black Panther fans don't necessarily want to do that. But even if they do, what's the significance of T'Challa being in that comic book? Black Panther fans will be driving up sales for that comic book with T'Challa in it, whether they get what they want from the comic book. So I'm asking the question, is T'Challa a king or a pawn? Because if he's a king, I'm of the mindset he got his own comic book. If he's being treated like a king, he got his own comic book. He don't. Because I could easily ask this question right here. Would you be reading the Avengers right now if T'Challa wasn't in it? No. I think that's a fair question. Would you be reading, collecting Avengers if T'Challa wasn't in it? Would you have bought that X Factor comic book if T'Challa wasn't in it? Would you have bought Predator versus anybody if T'Challa wasn't in it? Would you have bought Aliens versus Avengers if T'Challa wasn't in it? I think those are all fair questions. I do. Would you have bought Blood Hunt if T'Challa wasn't in it? I think is he being used as a king, or is he being used as a pawn, as in to drive up sales on comics you normally wouldn't F with? I ain't asking. I'm just asking. Honestly, outside of issue 20, ain't nothing been going on in Avengers, even with Storm on it. Nope. I got the Wakanda Atlas and also Black Panther, a cultural exploration. Yep. I got the Luther Vandross document at the same time. There it is. Black folks have got to stop accepting backhanded representation. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. So is he a king or a pawn? What's going on? Because if he gonna be there, let him be in there. If he there, use him. If he there, do what you're supposed to do with him. That's my take on the situation. If he there, do what you're supposed to do with it. Speaking of doing what you should do, I don't know whether or not this is what somebody should be doing, but Jay-Z. So y'all know Jay-Z caught up, right? Y'all know Jay-Z caught up, whether you believe he did it, or whether you don't believe he did it, you know he been named, right? This ain't, I'm not finna argue his innocence. I'm not finna argue his guilt. I am finna ask him about this strategy. I'm gonna tell y'all about this strategy. So Jay-Z's legal team, and I'm like, no, I don't know who this makes sense to. I don't, God knows I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But if you know Jay-Z, you need to go holler at Jay-Z. I don't know who he getting advice from. This ain't it. Because this ain't gonna look good. This ain't gonna look good. I don't. So this comes from Radar Online, Haley Gunn, 1 day ago. Jay-Z's legal team claims, and it's been verified. I would have liked to have thought this was a damn rumor. No, this ain't no rumor. Jay-Z's legal team claims allegations against rapper are too old to pursue after he was accused of a 13-year-old girl. I got to make sure I say this right because it's YouTube. In disturbing lawsuit. So Jay-Z and his lawyer are banking on a legal loophole in their latest attempt to get his lawsuit thrown out of court. RadarOnline.com can reveal the rapper's legal team has claimed the assault lawsuit filed by an anonymous woman identified only as Jane Doe, who alleged she was just 13 years old when she was, by Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs, is too old to pursue. His new tactic comes days after a New York federal judge refused the rapper's motion to identify the woman, who is now 24 years old. Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro, wrote a 2-page letter to Judge Annalisa Torres claiming Doe's claim was too old to be brought to trial. That's what you don't, it's too old? So you finna argue statute of limitations. I want us to think about that for a second. I want us to think about, he wants to argue statute of limitation. Now, let me give you the best case scenario out of that. Let's say the lawyer's right. This case is too old. That didn't say, that's not saying he didn't do it. That's not saying, that doesn't take his credibility. That don't prevent his credibility from being questioned. That doesn't stop him from still being looked at some type of way. Just because you say it's too old. And why would you let that come out publicly? Like, who's the PR firm in this? You could want to argue that. This should not make it to me. It shouldn't make it to nobody. You could get him off on this. You absolutely could. He still looked bad. Because it doesn't exonerate him. It don't. It just means the case is too old to try. Wow. And if I understand it correctly, he's asked Beyonce to change her name back to Knowles, drop Carter, because, and that's honorable because you know you're going through some stuff and everything like that, but that's not the ticket. That's not the ticket because that ain't sending the right message. That ain't sending the right message. I'm gonna keep up with these notes. That ain't it. That ain't it. I don't. That ain't it. That ain't it. Because you want it to be where you want it to be where folks. Some folks gonna still say what they want to say, but you want it to be you didn't do it, not that it's too old to talk about. That's crazy. So, summing up the nice events and everything like that, I want to thank y'all so much for rocking. Happy New Year to everybody and everything like that. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to pull up here. If I'm not mistaken, I think Ohio State is still kicking in the head of Oregon. Last time I checked, it was 34-8 at the half. Ho's lawyer is just using each avenue as it presents itself. Standard procedure. Also, court of public opinion doesn't matter, especially in the U.S. after this last election. You're right. I damn sure want to let that get out though. You gotta try what you gotta try, but everything ain't everybody's business. Oh, that game over. I know. 41-21. I thought Oregon was gonna win the national championship. That's what everybody was saying. They said Oregon was the toughest team in the. And they went home, huh? Ohio State got that payback, huh? Just think about this for a second. And I'm really feeling some type of way about Alabama fans. So Why y'all feel like y'all should have been in the college football playoff? Like, because Michigan beat the team that just beat Oregon. Y'all wanted that smoke? Y'all didn't want that smoke. Tell the truth. Y'all ain't want that smoke. Y'all ain't want that smoke. And Theo, what you gonna do tomorrow if because Notre Dame playing Georgia is postponed for the night? What you gonna do if Notre Dame beat Georgia? And Notre Dame beat Georgia. I ain't got no money on the game. And y'all see how I get down. So if I'm feeling some type of way, it ain't gonna be too bad because I ain't got no money on the game. I don't work for Georgia. I don't. I do not work for Georgia. I don't. So I feel like they should, but Georgia been, we are 11-2. We are. We do get up for big games, and low key, we are being doubted in this game. We are. But Theo, you gonna talk about the Georgia Bulldog Notre Dame game? I don't. Okay, so what conference Notre Dame playing? Oh, no conference. And who they beat this year? So Notre Dame is 11-1. And this is what you asking me to get excited about. They beat Texas A&M 23-13. And all right. They lost to Northern Illinois. Only scored 2 touchdowns. Okay. They beat Purdue. And because the same stuff we were saying about Indiana and the same stuff we were saying about SMU, we could have said about Notre Dame. Mind you, I only believe they made it because they independent. But they beat Louisville. And they beat Stanford. Okay. They beat Georgia Tech. What you want me to say? Georgia Tech's claim to fame is they beat Miami and they took Georgia to overtime. They beat Navy. Okay. All right. I guess I should be impressed, but should I be? That Navy team just beat Oklahoma. They beat Florida State. Okay, well, who hadn't beat Florida State this year? They beat Virginia, the Cavaliers. Wow, that's stiff competition. They beat Army. Oh, you had 2 service academies on your schedule, not one. They beat USC. This ain't the Reggie Bush days. Then they beat Indiana. Didn't we just have this discussion? Well, that was in the college football playoffs. Okay, so my question is this. You watch football, I watch football, we all watch football. Who Notre Dame didn't play? That's not to say they cannot beat Georgia, and they won't beat Georgia tomorrow. My question to you is this. If we talking about the relevance of everybody's schedule, who has Notre Dame played? If we looking at this schedule, number 20, Texas A&M, number 15, Louisville, number 24, Navy, and number 19, Army. Really? That's what we doing? Yeah, money on the game changes things. Yeah, I ain't got no money on the game. I'm a root from Georgia from afar. If they lose, I'm gonna be upset from afar. But have it where I lose all my stuff? No, that ain't work. So yeah, going back over the topics tonight and everything like that. No more crying from Alabama fans. I don't want to hear nothing else from y'all. We talked about that ad nauseum. Miles Morales. Hopefully, the story arc he is on right now is the first in many of having him stand on his own. Hopefully, we can get the same thing for Sam Wilson at some point in time. That would be nice to know. Cam Ward opting out at the half. You can feel how you want to feel, but don't be more angrier than the other person. If they wasn't upset You shouldn't be either, because they knew what was going to happen, or at least they had an expectation of it. Do you read comics? I'm starting to think that's a rhetorical question. They not gonna care whether you prove you do or don't. So we gonna stop dealing with that question. We're just gonna move right along. T'Challa in comics, King of Pawn. I think it's more as a pawn. I think he's being used right now to drum up some other folks' sales, as opposed to letting him do what he's gonna do on his own, as in eating. And where's Monica Rambeau? We didn't get that one right, but by and large, we haven't gotten it right with quite a few of them. They told us they still wanted Sam to struggle to earn the shield. We didn't say nothing. They still got Rhodey walking around here paralyzed from the waist down. We ain't say nothing. We let a character show up that we know damn good and well has the nuclear family. We didn't say anything. And by nuclear family, I mean she got a mama and daddy. We didn't say nothing. We saw another character have their gender changed, sexual orientation be changed, and then get treated stereotypically when it came to that character. We didn't say nothing. Been quite a few times when it comes to our black characters being showing up on screen, we don't say nothing. Either part of the problem or you're part of the solution. That's it. I'm out. Thank y'all so much for vibing with me. I'm finna go enjoy the rest of New Year's Day. You do the same. Let's do this again. Make sure you got your notifications on. Grand Madam Tarot did have a live last night. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out. Be a part of the replay game. Also, my brother D Real. I do believe he coming to y'all, us, tomorrow night with a live. Make sure you got your notifications on. And if I'm not mistaken, me and him gonna make it do what it do this Friday. That's right. Gonna make sure this live do what it's gonna do. We coming to y'all with the vibe. In the meantime, in between time, till next time, take care of yourself. Remember the late great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman. I wish each and every last one of y'all love, peace, and so we out.